Hey YouTube, going even deeper into this Marantz. So this is the model number that I'm working off at the moment. I'm still getting a lot of instability in the playback, so I'm going in deep. So I have used rubber renew on these two. I don't think there's any way that I'm going to be able to get at those to change the idler tires that are on them. There's an idler tire on the back here, and there's an idler tire here, and this mechanism I think comes up, and it's part of the fast forward system, so it picks up from the various different wheels that are available as idler tires. Nobody has some really good videos on it, but find that he doesn't go in deep enough as to show how you take some of the stuff off, so I thought I would do a little bit more specifically on some of the front stuff that I've had to do. This is my capstan wheel. So if you have a look at it, you can see there's a bit of a mark on the capstan wheel where I think it's had some pretty poor lubrication. The back of it looks okay. The front side, I think, needs a little bit of attention. Of course, the camera is going to find it challenging to... So I'm going to use some wet and dry sandpaper with some oil, as nobody has suggested on his YouTube video. I have some idler tires out. So here's one of the idler tires. This one, just to give you some dimensions, if you look at it, I think we are, so you can see there it deformed at around about 19.5, so I think it's a 20mm. The challenge with this is that it seems to be an inner diameter of around about 16. Sorry, I'm going to pull this up for a second. So here's the tire. I think we've got an inner diameter of 16 on this one, if I push it right out to the edges. And looking on eBay and others, don't really find any which match that actual diameter properly. So not sure about this one. This one may just have to be rubber renew. This is the latest variant of rubber renew. It's off Amazon. And then this is one of the cogs that go up here, which is acting as the fast forward and rewind. I've managed to take the idler tire off that, which is this one down here. And I've also taken off the front idler tire. So this one's the front idler tire, and I will show that one in more detail. This one is the idler tire itself. I think it's a, well, its inner is 14, definitely. And I think its outer is 19. Let me just have a quick look on this one. Yeah, so it's low, and it's only 2mm wide there, and the inner is 14. So it's 14 by 19 by 2. And that goes on this idler tire over here. Sorry about the shadow, the light's behind me. And that one goes on the front of the mechanism, and the front of the mechanism is just here, and it sits on under here. And if you have a quick look, I don't know if I can get it with the light, but you can see that is where the capstan comes up and through, and the pinch roller would be sat under here. So I've taken all this off. I've also taken the front carrier of the actual cassette deck off, so you can see there's the mechanism for the opening and closing, and there's the other cassette mechanism part of it there. And that tire, just literally, you just have to wrench it off. Now, we'll show that one being put back in again, because that was quite a thing to sort of look at and wonder how to do. Here's my pinch roller, and I'm about to take the pinch roller off. I have sanded it down, but I'm still sort of worried about the quality of the pinch roller. So you can probably see it's it's starting to look at its age a little bit. It's not too bad. What I've done is I've used a block of wood here. I'm going to show people how to do it. And I've sort of tapped that part of it so it's flush. I'm sort of resting it on the wood like this, and then I'm going to tap it through. So what I would like to do is show you how I'm doing that, because not many people have showed this on YouTube. I'm hoping that I can get this right. You will be able to see what I'm doing. So I don't really have anything quite right to do it with, but I'm going to use this, which is a little hexagonal tool. I'm just going to put it on the edge here, and then bash it. And hopefully bash it through. We're really very close there. So I will stop the video because I'm sure you don't want to watch this any longer. Okay, that's out. So I just used some needle nose pliers in the end to get this out. I'm going to take a measurement of that and get a sort of feel for its size. So if we look at the little wheel here, or the little pinion, I'm going to try and capture that. So we're probably, that'll be a 2mm hole, I would say, probably in that. The width of this guy, so the width is 8.2 at the moment. See if I can't get a bit of a better grab on that. Yeah, so 8.2 or 8 would be sufficient. And sat at 12.6. So I'm going to have a quick look to see if I can find anything which is close to that. So having measured the pinch roller, I think this pinch roller probably fits the bill. It's essentially 13 by 8 by 2, and 8 is certainly the width across that my caliper tool is showing.